the door. So grab somebody and get your ass on my let's get on in this dancery. Got your open, now you're floating, so you got to for me.
Most of us get into trading because we want that freedom, the freedom to work from anywhere and the freedom to experience the world right here in one of the most incredible cities on earth. It's currently 9:48 a.m. I'm just getting some hot tea down with a quick breakfast before we head out to do something I've been wanting to do for a long time.
I've never had a sandwich with so much mayo in my life. Yo, the hell? It's supposed to be a chicken mayo sandwich, but then it's like a bread and mayo.
Okay guys, so we're about to go on these bikes right here, as you can see. Okay, not obviously this one, but then like on these ones. We have another one right here, the Elma is right there. So we're currently at this park. It's called the, yeah, whatever is written there. You guys can see that, right?
Chanel on my face, gotta block the hate. Real low key, I be out
It's like 50 kgs, eh? So heavy. Yeah, we are ready. Yo, my shoes are already going in the sand. Look at that.
Guys, big up to Capetown's up.
It's like one of the coolest experiences. Okay, we are going now.
Oh, I need that.
I'm directly facing the sun. Yo, this thing is so cool. It's literally so hot, but then it's not hot at the same time. So this is so much fun, you don't even understand. But then I'm so scared, especially when we have to go up of those views. I guess in those views, I'm always so scared. But anyway, yes, I mean, I also got stuck other time. They had to reverse that thing, you know how it is. But then anyway, it's just like an experience. It's so much fun. Alright, we are back to park. It was so much fun, honestly. I couldn't record a lot of things, but then the clips and the pieces and the bits and pieces, everything, yes, that I tried to show you guys. The place was just beautiful. I was trying to be in the moment, right? To actually enjoy the view, the scenery, everything. It was so great. We got to this place, started to snap pictures, and yeah, I guess this is one of the beaches. But anyway, I don't think I'm trading today. Yeah, it's my birthday. You're not supposed to trade on your birthday. You're supposed to enjoy the profits on your birthday. Even though I don't even think there's any setup right now because the market was just falling, NASDAQ, USD, everything was just falling. So by the time I try and check again, I guess we'll be looking good. But for now, right after we wrapped up the quad biking, we hit up the Table Mountain, and the view from the top is just unbelievable, guys. I mean, my eyes were literally trying to process that panorama view. You see the whole city, the ocean, and then you spot these areas like the most expensive house areas in the world. And you see why, right? They have that crazy, insane ocean view. Now imagine just waking up to that every morning. French vanilla and bubblegum mixed together. You can never go wrong. Oh, it's so big. I think I'll finish this. Yes, let's just put small. I'll pay for the second scoop, but like just, yes.
Which one?
The bubblegum. Yeah, that's more than enough. You'll kill me with sugar. Thank you. Continued with the tour. We walked along the sea point where it's just such a vibe later in the day with a lot of people that are doing all that sunset watching. And you know, funny thing is, it's late now and I haven't even glanced at the charts all day. I was that busy, and that just instantly made me think back to last week where we made over 20,000 in a single week. I was just looking back on these trades that we caught on the NASDAQ and on US30. It was such an incredible week of profit. Anyway, that's it. My eyes are shutting down, and yeah, my legs are really tired from all the walking, so it's time to rest up. It's a beautiful morning. It's a really beautiful morning, guys, and wow, the sun is shining. I like that. Okay, so it's gonna be a beautiful day, but anyway, I just woke up and I have to let sunlight get into my eyes first, man.
think that's the first thing that you need to do, honestly, when you wake up. Because when I go back to Europe, I'm going to miss the sunlight. So let me appreciate it whilst I still have it right now. It's about 10 minutes past 9 and we are already on the road. Today is a big one. Today is about getting out of the city and we are going into the wild. So yeah, we finally made it here. We're checking in for our safari tour. First things first, we got some welcome drinks. Thank you. Okay, cheers guys. This beautiful place is called Aquila Safari. Like, it's the main safari spot right here in Cape Town, South Africa. I literally got meat only. I was even just shy. I wanted to get only meat. I just added this bread. I don't know why. And then I got rooibos today instead of coffee. Okay guys, so we're just done with breakfast. The place is really nice, actually, so nice. I'm actually enjoying it, so this is really we're having breakfast. So right now we're about to go for the actual safari. We're going to meet up at the pickup point and then we go see the lions, the elephants, the rhinos. I really want to see an elephant. That's what I'm looking forward to. I want to see the elephant. I love elephants, so I want to see an elephant, and fingers crossed I actually get it. It's the two people. You can have a seat there, two on a seat, enjoy it.
Right over there we have the hippopotamus, everybody. 7 of them laying over there, everyone. 7.
Where's the baby?
Oh, I can't see that.
Okay. Oh, I saw it right here.
Everyone, we all know them own as zebras.
There is.
It's a species of zebra. Actually a subspecies of zebras, everybody. They are known as bird-tailed zebra. Bird-tailed zebra.
Okay.
Subspecies of the plain zebra. Otherwise they're going to be a free meal. They are very vulnerable to predators. That's why they will rather hang out with other animals only for protection. So this is the female with this color, and then the male is the black color. Look at that. He got stick. I'm telling. Okay, now we are literally at the top of that mountain. I don't know which animals we're going to look for at the top of the mountain here, but we're literally at the top. That's the lion, yo. Oh, these are the lion. There are lots. This is the Pride Rock. This is the male right there. So he's right here. You guys know, right there. That's him right there. Up to 19 hours per day.
Oh, 19 hours per day. They said that it's very rare to see the lion. We are so lucky. We have spotted the elephant, but we have to go closer. So I'm guessing this is the closest we can get with the elephants. These ones, right there.
They are known as the giants of Africa, everybody. Also African bush elephant. Darker brown in color, everybody. The antelope or gazelle you see over there, that is known as the oryx gazelle. Oryx gazelle.
We stopped for a recess. Check out, look, everyone is thinking. They're looking at the view, they're those are the trucks we came with, and we're going to get something. Just look at this view though, this view is insane. I think Cape Town is like one of my favorite cities. But anyway, let's go and get something. Hello. What can we get?
Water, juice, wine.
What kind of juice do you guys have? Okay, so I just got some grape juice, similar to what we had gotten at the beginning. Oh, this tastes like alcohol. So we just have like 20 minutes to just stand and check out the view and drink some grape juice. I also got water. I was really looking forward to seeing the elephants like up close, but you saw the way we saw them, right? We were like far away. All the really like up close, I would have wanted to actually see the elephants. But it's all good, it is what it is. And so far I'm actually enjoying the safari. It's really nice. Okay, I don't even think you guys can hear me, but then anyway, this is the resort. As you can see, people are time for leisure and stuff like that. We are back. We also have these guys that are singing here, which is what's dominating the background. We saw a lot of animals, but we couldn't see the giraffe. Why? Because they're up in the mountains. They recently gave birth. That's what the tour guide said. Said that the giraffes recently gave birth to a young one, so they are protecting it up in the mountains or whatever. So we couldn't really see the giraffe. So that was the end of that. But anyway, it's time for leisure and all. So yeah, let's go. Bye bye. So we then spent the rest of the afternoon just doing something totally different, shopping. Yeah, I decided to try on a few dresses and just browse. It was nice, chilled way to spend the evening after all that safari adventure morning. Now, I eventually did pull up the charts because I can't go the whole day without looking at them, right? And I am glad I didn't spend any time stressing over it earlier because the market is just a mess currently. Everything is falling. I mean, the stock market is entirely red. NASDAQ is falling. Gold was dropping. US30 totally bearish. There was zero setups, and honestly I really didn't see any reason to waste my energy looking for trades on this day. It's a lovely afternoon out here at the ocean. No time wasted today. Just look at this. We already have a welcoming committee. You see the seals that are swimming right there. Okay, see, I'm so ready for the jet ski. I had to wear a life jacket, okay? I had to wear a life jacket, I can't help it. But anyway, just look at that view. There are seals right in front of us there. I'm not going really fast. This is the accelerator, this one, you see? Then I'll start going fast, but I'm not. Because there are seals right in front of me there. So guys, they're actually literal seals. That is the view is insane. The view is crazy though.
Used to live right there. Now I'm everywhere. I'm a millionaire. I act like I don't care. That's 'cause
I hope you guys still enjoyed it.
Yes.
Even though it wasn't what I would have liked to show you.
No, but it was okay. It was nice. Hi. Hi.
all these niggas students.
It's coming to say bye-bye. That's the end of that. That was so much fun, guys. Are you guys seeing this view? And then the seals that were saying bye to me just now. Good play. Let's go. So before I went in, I just took some trades on the NASDAQ real quick, and just in a few minutes, let's just say 30-45 minutes, I'm back, and just look at how the market has already hit my take profit. I will explain this trade later. And we finished the day with an incredible view. Went up on the Ferris wheel and saw the whole city of Cape Town lit up. Absolutely beautiful. Then we decided to grab some dinner at the V&A waterfront. That was a way to end off this week. It's currently 9 o'clock. Literally starting to trade today, guys. Today. This is the signal that I sent in the inner circle. We're currently running 60 pips, as you can see right over there. It's quite late actually. You see the time, 9 o'clock, and I'm trading right now because this is the time I actually got home. I'm interested in showing you guys is actually this trade. I was showing you guys this trade when I was moving in the car, but what a super trade I had here. And this was the literal move that I caught from somewhere here, and then right up this whole movement I caught it, and as soon as it got there it just started spiking back down. But I am super tired right now. I am extremely tired. I'm just going to let these trades run in the inner circle. As you can see, I told them right here after we hit our first take profit that we are currently too volatile, so they want to be careful in this market. So we're gonna let these trades run overnight. I want to put my phone on the charger, as you can see, but that's about the update for today. I wasn't looking forward to trade actually, but yeah, let's just see how this trade plays out overnight. And I'm so tired, guys. Good night. Good night. Good morning. It's literally 6:24 on Thursday. This is exactly what's happening on our charts, guys. These are the trades that we had last night before we went to bed, and currently we're up 560 pips in the inner circle, and I added positions to the trade. As you can see right here, we had a breakout of this area right there. Then the market moved up. It gave us 100 pips, then it came back to retest this area. If you notice, we went up, we came back down as a retest right at that spot. as I saw the retest, I saw the week candle going up. I entered the market right here, and then it gave us this formation. I knew that the buyers were stepping in, and then boom, that is exactly how we ended up, yes, running plus 560 pips. So right now I'm just going to update the inner circle. Okay, so you guys, I'm about to go back to bed, honestly, because what do you mean I'm up at 6:40? We're about to leave though soon. We really have to start moving. So either way, I'm going to be up in no time too. But I've already updated the inner circle. This feels really good. Imagine just catching one trade for the entire week. You don't have to trade a lot, just one really good trade, then you're literally done for the week, you know. And then the funny thing is, I wasn't trading just on one account, guys. No, I wasn't trading one account. I traded this exact same movement on 3 accounts. On 3 accounts. This is the second account here. Are you seeing how much I made there? Over $5,000. This one, $5,700. This is a prop firm account. And then on another one, another prop firm account. This was yesterday, though I showed you guys already that trade. Let me see if it will still show. Yes, this is the one I showed you guys yesterday when we were out, but you can see how much I made. This one, $3,600. So on these 3 accounts, I traded the exact same movement, and the total is $5,000, $3,000, almost $11,000 shared across 3 accounts. So it's not about the number of trades that you take. You know, you can take 5 billion trades, and it's also not about not losing. We do literally take some losses sometimes. We take some losses, but then when you have a good movement, make sure that you ride it up. Make sure you add positions. Make sure that you make the most out of that one position, such that it will cover up all the losses that you were having in the past. That's what it's all about. And I think this is the only trading part of the video that I've actually made for this week, right? But I'm still talking too much, yet I said that I wanted to go and sleep.
It's a lovely morning, and yo, I'm at the airport. I am leaving Cape Town. It's been a good vibe, whatever, but it's time to go.
Baby, did you know that from the moment we fell in and knew we couldn't?
I hate this. This is what I literally don't like doing this. Passport control. Having to go through passport control is so annoying. Especially when you land, you have to stand in that country's passport control system. You have to stand there for like, you know, a minute. So I'm hoping it's going to be as fast as possible. But anyway, done, checked in, and let's go. So, wanna grab something? Nah. Oh, that is pizza. Nah. I'm just gonna go for bacon, egg, and cheese. Honestly, what time is it? It's 10 o'clock. I'm not hungry at all. I'm gonna go for the dessert instead. Red velvet cake, and I don't know people that eat carrot cake. Like, what's wrong with you guys? But anyway, I'll go for the red velvet cake, and then I'll do a big cappuccino, and then that's it. The cappuccino is here, and they didn't have a red velvet cake, so I'm gonna have to just buy muffins. Okay guys, so okay, my muffin is here, and I ordered a new coffee. No, I didn't order, ask them to make it for me again because it was now cold.
Been a few hours, but it felt like days. Only been days, but it felt like months. Been gone for a year, only know like once. Life move fast when you do what you want.
Alright, what's up you guys? So I've landed right now in Dubai, and we are currently running, yes, plus $3,000. Not sure if you guys can see that, but we're currently running $2,500 right now, and we're gonna have NFP in just like 30 minutes. We're gonna have NFP in 30 minutes. So I'm going to take out some of my positions here, and then just leave like 3 trades running, so that you never know how NFP goes, right? And I was also trading on the prop from my account. We're up $2,000, as you guys can see right over there. And yeah, so before NFP starts, I'm gonna just take out these positions because I won't be looking at the charts. Oh, I am so tired right now. You don't even understand, but you can tell from my face, right? But anyway, it is what it is. Right now, we're gonna just leave 3 trades running, stop loss at break even. Just like I told the inner circle before we boarded this flight, and yeah, I'll catch you guys later. It's a lovely Sunday afternoon, and I cannot believe I'm actually saying this again. I recorded the last 10 minutes of my life, and I literally made a whole weekly analysis, but I did not record the screen, so I have to repeat each and every single thing that I just said. Ah, man. But anyway, it is what it is. As you can see, we're just going to start it off like real fast. Well, the market was selling off for the whole entire week on all of our charts. NASDAQ, USD, gold, even the Bitcoin fell right up to around 80. As you can see, 80,000. That was really insane. And this is majorly because of fundamental analysis, the news and stuff like that. We focus mostly on technical analysis, but there is what we call fundamental analysis. We had a government shutdown where we weren't receiving any data in the market, and finally all this new data is coming in a little later than what it should have done, and then the market is reacting to all of that. That is why it's selling off. If you're not a person that actually goes deep into fundamental analysis, I think you should just start reading on the surface. At least you should be familiar with what's happening in the market. But anyway, that's said and done. We don't have news on Monday. Tuesday, we're going to have news right at the open of the New York session. So it's going to be a volatile day because we have 4 of them. And Wednesday is going to even be worse, right? You can see at the open of the New York session and also at the open of the New York Stock Exchange market. Then on Thursday, it's going to be a holiday. So that's going to be little to no volatility in the market, just like on Friday. But then right after the NYSE session starts, we will have this Chicago PMI. So we might get a little bit of volatility here. So you want to be careful trading on these days, but they're also the days you want to profit the most because, we like to trade when the market is volatile. Now, as we're looking at this gold trade that I'm currently in, this is Bitcoin. Looking at this Bitcoin trade, I did share this setup with everyone last week, and I say that this trend line that we have right here is a very tricky trend line, and I wasn't looking to buying at this exact point because a lot of eyes were looking at this market and they wanted to buy Bitcoin as soon as we got here. So this could have been a false rejection on lower time frames, and then a lot of stop losses would have been taken out. But then we've gotten to a good support area, which was a breakout of the zone, a retest. Right now we've come back to the same spot, so we're currently trying to step in slowly to the market and see if we can catch the movement right back up. So this is my thought on the Bitcoin chart and what I'm currently doing, looking forward to. Let's go over to our favorite, which is the NASDAQ. Now, I was explaining the NASDAQ when I was having a mentorship class. That is why you see I do have a little bit of drawings right over there. So we'll just clear that. And I was saying something really interesting. I was saying that, this movement that we had here is not something that we should really consider because this was as a result of, crazy fundamental news, what was happening in the world at that certain time, that if it didn't happen, the market would not really have reacted like this, right? So we kind of have our little trend line that's going to be like this, and you can see that the NASDAQ looks like it wants to come back for a retest. That will be it on the weekly time frame for a bias. Then we drop over to our daily time frame. Do understand that we're supposed to have at least 2 support areas. The first one is going to be here right at where the market is, and then the second one probably right around about this place here, because we see that we do have a lot of rejections in that zone, right? So we have 1, 2, and currently we are seeing that the market is reacting right at this area. So there might just be a chance for the NASDAQ to push right back up from that area, but let's not be blind to what I've just said at this spot. Now, dropping over to the 4-hour time frame, here we get a better and a more meaningful analysis, because you can see that the sellers were really really declaring their move with this crazy drop that we had. But then after this type of movement, you do expect another push to the downside, which is not what happened at this zone here. In as much as they were threatening to break out, the buyers really stepped in, tried to negotiate with the sellers, and then I think the sellers eventually lost here. You can see that the buyers just stepped in with this big candle to the upside, which resulted in the break of that area. Are you seeing the area that I'm talking about? This is the little zone that I'm talking about. So there was a little zone where the market was ranging here, going, it would go down, up, and then, you know, they finally broke out of this little zone right here. So in that thing there, it's telling us that the buyers, yeah, they did manage to negotiate and they've kind of stepped into the market, but then not fully, because they got to a resistance area where the sellers were resisting, and then the sellers have stepped into the market again. So for me to only look for buying positions on the NASDAQ is after the buyers have really dominated this market and stepped right back in by breaking out of this second resistance area, right? So they broke out of the first one, yes, but then they got to this area and they're still facing a lot of resistance from the sellers. The sellers do have a chance to keep pushing this market down. But if these buyers step in and break out of this area, then yes, on the NASDAQ, I will totally start buying it. So we can ride it to the next resistance zone. So that's not complicated. Pretty much how I had explained it in the first time, even though it was a lot more fun because, you know, I was really excited for the analysis. Now the second time, kind of like just, you know. But anyway, let's move on to US30. And on US30, I had said that it does look exactly like the NASDAQ, where we do have a trend line that is starting from a support area. This is a simple trend line, and you can see that the market has broken out of the trend line. The key thing that I want you to take away from this US30 trade is that the current market price is at a break of a trend line and at a retest. So this can never tell you that the buyers have stepped into the market. They are probably just pushed back to a resistance area, which is a trend line break that is retesting, so they can drop right back down. They did the exact same thing that I explained on the NASDAQ, but they still stopped at the resistance zone. So before anything, we want to see these buyers pushing it right back again to the next second resistance zone and breaking out of it. Then we know that yes, these buyers have stepped in on US30. It's no longer a breakout and a retest, and they want to push this market to the upside. After we get that break right at this level, then on US30 we can start saying the buyers have stepped in fully. Let's look for buying positions. Obviously, our gold trade is not going to be the least of these trades, but I did say that I wasn't looking forward to buying or selling gold last week. Why? Because of these higher lows that we had a high and then a lower high right here. But also notice that we have a low, a higher low, and even higher low as the market progressed. This in itself is telling us that these buyers, no one is in control, the buyers or the sellers. It's more like a stalemate, right? We're in equilibrium. So gold has nothing going on with it right now. The only thing they want to see gold doing is breaking out of either the high, which is going to be this higher, this lower high that it had here. If it breaks out of this area, then it has disrespected that whole formation where we have a high, lower high, then it break out of it. We no longer have that setup where it's like that for a downtrend. Then we'll not say that gold is ready to push up to the top. But if gold fails to do that and comes into these areas and falls out of this, then this is a literal sell that is about to start. The sellers are going to be dominating this market because of that simple price action sequence where we'll see we have a high, a lower high, we get another lower high here, we break out of these areas, then this support area will be disrespected entirely. We're going to have gold dropping right to those levels. If you're ever looking to buy gold, always wait for it to disrespect entirely the sellers by breaking out. If you're going to sell, which I will not be selling gold, then wait for it to break out of these areas. We'll only buy it if it sells. We'll only buy it if it comes back to these levels that I have marked up right over here. But that's about it. Pretty much a very simple week that we're going to be having. Just be able to capitalize on these trades as they present themselves. And like I always say, nothing complicated in this market, right? It's very simple and straightforward. Now, if you did enjoy the video and you found the breakdown helpful, don't forget to hit that like button, turn your post notifications, and subscribe to the channel. You feel me? With that, it's been Tino, and I'll see you guys in the next lit video. Love you guys.
I better find your loving. I better find your heart.